All right, so I'm going to just head into this. After entering the personal temple space, the workspace, I sense an absence of Anima charge and step back outside to deepen my no form. As no form deepens, I ask the Anima to show me what I need, and then I step back into the temple space. The Anima is gone. Yet her answer to my question is everywhere. I need risk. My emotional need for challenge is seriously frustrated. Shit. I actually need awareness of danger to feel alive. My body turns clockwise, a slow-mo whirling, my mind flooded with images of an emotional plague, immobilizing individuals in society with its deadly apathy, unclaimed guilt and anxiety. Oh yeah, that's danger enough. The toxic shock of so much backed up, unexpressed, repressed responses to life experiences, the great unwashed, the bottomless tub of runny shit, corrosive emotional slush. Don't identify with it. I repeat to myself, disidentify, don't be it, relate with it. The emotional plague, a horrific nightmare of species ignorance. I don't like being as sensitive to the shit tragedy of the world. It's too much. I feel sick. And then just as suddenly I hear her whisper, just deal with your own shit. Anima. Oh, what a gal. I thank her and return to no form. What a gal. Okay, hopefully this will be quick here. Oh, the ancestors, what a complex lab that was. Okay, after the group enters no form, we all step into the candle flickering ancestor space. Stopped in my tracks and unable to absorb anything, nothing happens. As I yield to inaction, an impulse arises in me to move throughout the workspace for the ancestors, not just for me. As I continue responding to the space as I move, my energy escalates. As its intensity gathers momentum, I direct its force into service to the ancestors. So I'm not doing it for me now. What develops in me is a sense of protectiveness. Is it my own or the ancestors? I don't know. And then I find myself stalking the outer periphery of the room, its borders, like a sentry guarding a fortress or treasure, like that was my job. As long as the borders were secured, my purpose there was fulfilled. This guardianship ritual marks my transition into the warm-up and my personal polarity of grandfather-grandmother. Here, I discover and imbibe the gentle emanations of mercy, grandma, and the electrical jolts of severity, grandpa, that expand in me and give rise to the stoic, grandpa, and the saint, grandma, who eventually crystallizes two statues facing each other on a garden floor of dead leaves. After the personal polarities, we all convene in the no-form corridor for the group polarity of parental conditioning on one side. Oh, boy, that's heavy. Innate being on the other side. And we're standing in the middle in no form. Innate being, who we were before impacted by parental conditioning. Much of this complex experience proves way too large, too valuable for words. What I can say is this: parental conditioning acts on my innate being as a structuring force critical for the manifestation of my dreams in the out there world, the kind of boot camp training for the earthbound soul. I discovered something about my sense of humor. If I was able to stay connected with innate nature while moving throughout the parental conditioning part. I could laugh off the family guilt trips and strictness of rules. It was extremely funny doing everything I was told. Totally. How weird is that? On the side of innate being, the experience confirmed a profound inner strength in an innocence born from wisdom, not naivete. Both sides of this dynamic polarity were clearly in cahoots with each other, serving a larger purpose of preparing and testing the incarnating soul for planetary life. This polarity proved profound for others as well. I was pleased to hear my Sunday night suggestions. In this lab, Sunday night we met at my house for dinner, where we just talked about what happened. So it was 2 nights a week. To hear my Sunday night suggestions were applied to good results. I feel the empowering result of this ritual will stay with me as long as I can stay in touch with my innate being and my sense of humor.